I'm Mark.
And I'm Josh.
And this is Alter Ego Comics TV for the week of December 7th, 2016. We're getting so close to Christmas. Go out and do your shopping, folks, at your local comic book shop. Hit up our Facebook page. We've got some helpful guides there to help you. But we are here to help you this week by recommending comics that are awesome. And I will kick off my recommendations with Nova #1. What volume is this? Do you know?
No idea.
They didn't put volumes in here?
At least 4.
It doesn't even say. It just says Nova Volume 1.
They don't really do the volume thing.
I don't know how you're... In the future, when you're trying to price this stuff...
You go on Wikipedia and you look up what the runs were.
Yes. Volume 27 in the last 5 years, Nova. Listen, we've talked about Nova many times in the past. If you haven't come around to appreciate the awesomeness of this new character, please give it a shot this time. Because if you're an old school Nova fan, there's even something for you because Richard Rider returns from the Cancerverse, and he may have brought some baggage with him. We don't know. So if you're not familiar with Richard Rider, he was the first Nova, introduced in the 1970s, I believe. Hung out with Spider-Man from time to time, was a member of...
New Warriors,
yeah. And was an important part of Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning's Cosmic run back in 2008, 2009, 2010. So seek those volumes out. So he's been presumed dead for several years, and now he's back, so we get reintroduced to old Dick Rider. And also we get, in a way, reintroduced to Sam Alexander, the current Nova, who's 15 years old, and part of the Champions, and he doesn't let us forget that he is part of the Champions in this book.
And not an Avenger.
Actually, it's his friends that may be taunting him that way. And I haven't read this in a while, to be fair, but do all of his classmates know he's Nova?
Just a couple of them.
Okay.
I thought it was only 2. Is it?
It really seemed like a lot, like the entire school.
Well, yeah, like they're like walking down the hallway talking about it.
Yeah. Like, hey, Nova, what's up? So I don't know what's happening there, but the humor in this book is great. It's written by Jeff Loveness and Ramon Perez. They collaborated on the writing, and Perez does the artwork. It's a fun, fresh book. It looks great. It reads great. It deserves your attention. It deserves your support. We have a thread going in the Comics Are Awesome page where people are kind of talking about what they would change in the industry, and there's some kind of hinting or outright complaining about Marvel's constant restarts. But, this is a restart, but it's a good story. It's a good new character. You need to support the good stuff.
New is strong. I mean, last 5 years, I guess.
Has it 5 years? Been that long?
It's been quite a while. I mean, this is the 3rd or 4th series with them.
Yeah, but they start those all the time.
Yeah.
But, we've had people mention that they're reading Champions because they found it easy to get into and not have a lot of backstory with the characters. So Nova falls right in line with that. If you're reading Champions, you should totally pick up the new Nova #1. It's my pick of the week.
And my pick of the week is Star Wars Dr. Aphra #1.
You don't say. A Star Wars book?
Josh a Star Wars book? No one knew. So this is written by Kieran Gillen with art by... Why don't we just put like a credit page in here somewhere? It's at the end of the book? Yeah, this is. Salvador LaRocca.
The team behind Darth Vader.
Exactly, the team behind Darth Vader. And something like 75% of the cast of the Darth Vader book is in this book. So we've got Dr. Aphra, who, if you did not read the Vader book that Kieran Gillen did, first off, you're wrong. But she is sort of a cosmic archaeologist, sort of Lady Indiana Jones with slightly less scruples. And she is teamed up with an evil Wookiee bounty hunter and 2 murderous droids. That's awesome.
You need to know.
It's like the evil Princess Leia team. It's great. But we get some backstory on Aphra in here, intercut with hijinks that take place after the end of Vader. And it was good. I really like that there's a new Star Wars character, a new whole group of characters. Really, this entire cast, none of them have been on screen. And it's awesome. It's fun. It's different from stuff we've read before. She's a protagonist that's less white knighty than we usually get in the Star Wars universe. But, yeah, awesome. Awesome. I love these droids. Murder robots are awesome.
They are funny. Yes, they have great sense of humor. When you say white knighty, are you referring to Princess Leia's outfit? Or
no, I'm talking... No. I don't think that's a knighty. I mean, maybe it is.
I know. That was just trying to be funny.
Yes.
Dr. Aphra.
Super awesome.
This person is awesome, but is unworthy. The Unworthy Thor, #2, is out this week. This is #2 of 5. Written by Jason Aaron, artwork by Olivier Coipel. This is an amazing book.
I will show up to watch Olivier Coipel draw Better Ray Bill and Thor every day.
You know what? There is something to love on every page of this book. The artwork is amazing. The writing is outstanding. We get an appearance by a Marvel Cinematic Universe character that may be playing a larger role in the future. We get references back to Aaron's first arc on Thor. Is that right?
Yeah.
In this book, which he's told us that his Thor story is one big story. Just so good. It's The Collector, by the way. So if you liked The Collector, you should check this out. And The Collector has collected... he's trying to obtain... Can I tell them? Should I tell them?
You told them at the end of the last issue about it, so...
Well, kind of. Okay, so the Ultimate Thor's hammer has landed on old Asgard, and the Collector wants the hammer, but he can't lift it because he's unworthy, and all of his people are unworthy. And unlike our universe, where if you're unworthy and you try to lift Thor's hammer, you just can't lift it. If you try to lift Ultimate Thor's hammer, you disintegrate. Or you turn into a crispy marshmallow. So the Collector has collected the entirety of old Asgard, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, it is super great. I'm going to have to go back and find one of the Ultimate runs. I'm pretty sure Tony Stark made Ultimate Thor's hammer. They did
Our Tony Stark?
No, they're Tony Stark. I mean, he's not there anymore. But.
This is so good, folks. And you're agreeing with us because it's selling extremely well in our shop. I assume it's selling extremely well in your shops, too. So, yes, grab the Unworthy Thor, Beta Ray Bill, Thor, artwork by Coipel, words by Aaron.
Well, it's not told.
I'll stop talking.
Next up for me is Nightwing, number 10, written by Tim Seeley with art by someone too.
It's probably Marcus.
Possibly Toe.
It's Toe.
All right, we'll say Marcus.
Marcus.
There's no credits in this book.
There's no credits page.
I'm not good at finding credits pages.
We want to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah,
Must be in the
DC
back.
doesn't.
3 minutes of us looking for the credits page in Nightwing number 10.
If you go to our Facebook group, you can find the deleted footage of another 10 minutes of us looking for the... Yes, it is the last page. Yes, Marcus Toe. So, Nightwing, after some, we'll say, gentle prompting from Superman, has decided the way to get back in touch with Dick is to move to Bloodhaven and kind of distance himself from Gotham. Gotham and Bloodhaven are pretty close enough that he can get there.
Probably
if
like
they
New
need
York
him.
and New Jersey.
Yeah, or like Gotham and Metropolis in the Superman Batman
everything's
movie.
like 100 miles away, I understand.
And so this is about him setting up his life here, kind of separate from the Bat family, but still, obviously, I mean, they're all in good relations for the most part. And we get appearances by some characters we've seen before, and some characters we haven't seen in a very long time. I don't remember the last time we saw this random gorilla thug guy.
Nope.
But yeah, Nightwing, it's awesome.
It's
Tim
the
Seeley
first-
writes a great personality piece. Yeah. It's easy to pick up. You don't have to have read the previous arc. There's very little going on coming out of that. And yeah, it's just awesome.
First part of a new storyline. Yeah. Easy jumping on point. And correct me if I'm wrong, this Nightwing has never been in Bloodhaven.
Right. Yeah.
So this, yes, if you read the previous issue where Superman of the pre-New 50 has a heart-to-heart with Dick, tells him about Bloodhaven. So anyway.
Shh, Bloodhaven.
Nightwing always surprises me, and I enjoyed it. Moon Knight number 9. I thought this was going to be the payoff issue, and it kind of is the payoff issue. Written by Jeff Lemire, art by an army of incredible artists because they all draw a different psyche or a different personality that's in Mark Spector's head. It's explained. Some of the craziness gets explained in this issue. It's not a full resolution, which I guess is good. There's more to come, and it looks like the next issue might be the epic culmination of Lemire's story. Now, he might be writing a 12-issue arc just to have it in 2 trades. I don't know.
Well, how many are in the first trade just came out? Was it 5 issues or 6?
I didn't notice.
I mean, if it was a 5-issue arc, then presumably 10 and 10 would be...
So this is 9.
Yeah.
But, yes, those of you that have been reading Moon Knight, don't skip this one because questions are answered, things are revealed. And, again, great artwork by, let's name them, Greg Smallwood, who is the breakout star of this issue, of this series as far as I'm concerned. Wilfredo Torres, Francesco Francavilla, and James Stocco, or Stocco-y, I don't know how to say his name. Someone will correct me.
I always pronounced it Stokey.
It's Koe. So did I.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if that's
Doesn't seem right.
Koe. I love that. Did you ever read the book he did? He wrote Andrew about intergalactic cooking competitions, and it was awesome.
Was that
Wonton soup?
No,
I think
no,
it was
no,
called,
I didn't read
or
that. No, Moon Knight.
Are you thinking
Better than wonton soup? I was thinking of Starve and
Starve's awesome.
also that
Not
Lunch
Galactic.
Lady book. But
Oh yeah, I like that one too. Next up for me, Spider-Man: Dead No More, an amazing Spider-Man event, The Clone Conspiracy, written by Dan Slott with art by Jim Chung.
lost me with all those words.
So many words.
Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
And the stuff has hit the fan. We've got various groups of people in Peter's life interacting with the clones, replicants. I don't really know what they are. These reanimates, I think is what he's calling them.
Reanimates is what they're calling them.
And we get that dude in the jackal mask to take off the jackal mask. And you find out who it is, and you will know who it is, presumably.
If you're a Spider-Man fan, you'll know who it is.
If you're even vaguely awake and aware of the Marvel Universe, you should know who it is. But I really like the subtle way everything is told in this. I mean, like with the police captain, and you have to look at the whole page to kind of get what's happening, and it's really, really well done. I mean, there's callbacks here to stuff going back to really early parts of Slott's run. Great interaction with Spider-Gwen and Peter. Of course, Kane, the Scarlet Spider now, running around, and Peter finally gets the lowdown that in all of the other universes, ultimately Peter teams up with the Jackal, and that's what causes the destruction of the universe or the outbreak of this plague, and that's what Spider-Gwen and Kane are trying to stop. And it's just really good. I love the moral ambiguity of the Miles Warren stuff that's going on. I mean, clearly they're all bad guys, but are they really bad guys?
No, yeah. It's
just
very open-ended.
Yeah.
It's not black and white.
I mean, presumably it will be by the end, I would hope. But
I don't know.
Yeah.
It reminds me not exactly, but of Spider Island. You know, it's a big spider story that is basically involving everyone in the Spider-Man universe. The thing that's missing, and which is fine, is the rest of the Marvel universe, which is what we saw in Spider Island. But man, this is so good. Dan Slott, man.
Yeah, and it's not just everyone in the Spider. It's like everyone who's ever been part of the Spider. People who've been dead for decades are back in this book, and it's just awesome. Dan Slott knows how to write a Spider book.
It's so good. All right, so those were our picks, but we've also got things that we want to highlight and books that we want to mention that we're continuing to enjoy. This falls under the highlight column. Wonder Woman 77 meets the Bionic Woman #1 from Dynamite Entertainment and DC Comics. So who's this for? If you're a fan of either of these two properties, the Lynda Carter Wonder Woman series or the Lindsay Wagner Bionic Woman series, this is a no-brainer. Andy Mangels is the writer, and he is a longtime fanboy. He's published zines. He's written for science fiction magazines. He's written Star Trek novels, and he's taken a crack here at these two characters, and I think it's really, really great. You're going to see characters from both universes like Oscar Goldman and Steve Trevor.
Is Helen Hunt in there?
No.
Okay.
There is no Wonder Girl. Helen?
Bionic Girl?
Oh, she was Bionic Girl. Okay, Deborah Winger was Wonder Girl.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman, Bionic Woman. Get it. Amazing cover by Alex Ross. Buy it for the cover.
Yes.
Rip it off,
Alex
hang it
Ross.
on your wall.
Avengers #2 by Mark Waid and Mike Del Mundo continues to be awesome. Crazy time warping stuff with about a bajillion Kangs and Kang derivatives. And what more do you want in an Avengers story? Hercules!
Batman #12, I Am Suicide, Tom King and Mikkel Janin. This, folks, is the prettiest book on the stands this week. We were raving about Olivier Copiel's artwork on Unworthy Thor. This gives it a run for its money. This might be the best drawn book out this week. It is. Look at that.
Yeah, no.
It is amazing to look at. This is Batman narrating a letter to Selina Kyle, and it's deep. It's deep stuff. In fact, I noticed they purposely put all the ads at the back of this book.
Oh, I remember.
So they didn't interrupt the flow of the story with any ads because they want you to read it in one without being taken out of it.
And we should point out that it's Batman narrating a letter to Selena Kyle, but it's also continuing the story.
It's continuing.
In the images, we see what's happening as Batman.
We see what Batman's
does
doing while
Batman
he's
does.
attacking Bane's HQ. On that last page is just good stuff. I got to be honest though, I'm not entirely sure what's going on in the story. It's the artwork was amazing. I get what Batman's saying in the letter to some degree, but I'm not really sure what's happening. If someone wants to tell me, please enlighten me.
All new Wolverine number 15. Taylor and Morissette. Laura is on the run from pretty much everyone in the Marvel universe. Did I say it? Morissette?
I want to see if it's the same one that's doing. It's the same one that's doing Glitter Bomb.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Laura's on the run from pretty much everyone in the Marvel Universe after having inadvertently killed some people. We see characters from Laura's past, as well as people from Logan's past, and it's awesome, as every issue by Tom Taylor is.
Speaking of the artist named Morissette, his first name is Jabril Morissette Fan. I don't really understand how they get the middle name, I guess. Glitter Bomb number 4 is out this week, written by Jim Zub, artwork by the aforementioned Morissette. This is kind of the end of the first story arc, and it goes out with a bang. Not the most uplifting book on the stands, but an excellent read every time it comes out.
Yeah. No, just reading it makes me hate William Shatner.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
well,
and obviously it's not actually William Shatner.
It's not just
but
I could go on into what the backstory is there, but it's a very negative, not negative, and maybe very realistic view of the Hollywood experience. Yeah, if you're not a superstar.
In trades this week, we've got Steve Rogers, Captain America #1, Hail Hydra. They're just putting it right there on the cover now. So this is 1 through 6 of the Steve Rogers series, plus the Captain America Free Comic Book Day issue with Steve. And this is amazing. This is one of the best, between this and Sam Wilson, both being written by Nick Spencer, one of the best Captain America stories in years. Just amazing interconnection with the universe and character depth, and awesome.
Superman number 12 is Super Monster Part 1, featuring an appearance by everyone's favorite monster, Frankenstein, Agent of Shade, busts into the life of Superman and Lois Lane to track down an imposter. That's all we know. So if you like Frankenstein, Agent of Shade, and you're not reading Superman, you should check that out.
And also out this week in softcover, we've got just in time for a couple months after the movie, Doctor Strange, a month and a half after the movie, a month. We've got Doctor Strange Volume 1, The Way of the Weird. This is the first 5 issues, written by Jason Aaron, who we love over on Thor, and drawn by Chris Bacalo, who loves to draw weird stuff and look awesome doing it, and Doctor Strange is the place for that.
And this is the first volume of the current series,
right.
if you don't know. Finally,
tonally, this is the most similar to the show as well, the movie as well.
Violent Love, issue number 2 is out this week, written by Frank Barbiere, with artwork by Victor Santos. You may recall that we both really enjoyed the first issue. This is definitely along the lines of an Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips joint. It takes place in the 70s, and we do start to see how the main character, Daisy, starts to edge towards a life of crime and darkness.
I don't think we're edging.
No, she jumps full force, and we get that in the beginning, but it wasn't clear at the end of the first issue, and now we see what her master plan is here, and it may not go exactly how she thinks it should.
They never do.
Yeah. All kinds of stuff from across many aisles. Marvel, DC, Indie, lots of books to choose from. If you are local, I do want to point out that we are going to be running a sale item every day from now until Christmas, and so you want to stop into the store.
Starting on Monday.
No, that's a different sale.
Oh, okay.
We're going to be doing a half-off trade sale.
Oh, okay.
We'll be spotlighting a different trade, actually, and I believe that 99.9% of them are on our list of top 100 best comic stories that's available as a free download in our Comics Are Awesome private Facebook group. So we'll have the link again in the show notes below where you can join that and come join the conversation about comics. And in addition to that, we start the 12 Deals of Christmas on Monday, December 12th, so you'll be able to get a different deal every day, and we will post that online. We'll also have flyers available in the shop if you're local. What else? Just a lot of
Rogue
stuff.
One!
Rogue One, not this week, next week.
Yeah. But it's coming.
It's coming.
Lying in wait.
It's coming to get you. If you do have any questions or comments about the stuff we talked about this week, please leave them in the comments below. And we would appreciate if you take a second, give this episode a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you stay in the loop every time we upload a new video to our YouTube channel. And again, we really hope that you'll join our Comics Are Awesome private Facebook group, along with fans all around the world, where we talk about comics that are awesome. It's a very positive group. We've had a lot of great interaction, people helping other people discover new titles, answer questions, and basically discuss the world of comics. So I'm pretty pleased with it. We're let's see, what's today's date? We're almost 2 months in. We're almost a month in. We're almost at 200 members. So it'd be great to get to 200 members by December 10th. That'll be the 1 month anniversary. I'll stop talking now. I could talk forever. I love talking to the camera. Sometimes I just set up a camera at home and talk to it. Then I play it back and it talks to me. It's my friend. Have an awesome day. Go get some comics. See you next time.